Howdy y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm James and this is Clearwater Fishing. And today we're doing something a little bit different on the channel. We're gonna start a little new segment called What Have You Been Buying Lately and Why Have You Been Buying It? So, been to a few places, bought a few things, gonna share with you what I've bought, explain to you why I've bought it. Maybe it'll give you guys a few ideas on some purchases that you need to make. Or maybe you guys can give me some ideas that I need to make. Just let me know in the comments below. I purchased some stuff from Amazon, Bass Pro Shops. Hadn't been to Bass Pro Shops in a while. So when I go there, it's a fun and exciting time. Love to go to Bass Pro Shops. And of course, Karls Bait and Tackle. I usually get a monthly order from them, sometimes twice a month. So hey, this segment will keep going on, at least with Karls Bait and Tackle. And mentioning Karls Bait and Tackle, they're also the sponsor of today's video. If you haven't heard already, they're doing a holiday sale between right now and to the end of the year. Each week they got doorbuster deals. They usually put a rod or a reel on sale at a really great price. They feature a brand. They give you a little extra off of that brand. And they also feature a dollar bait. It varies from week to week, so each week's going to have a different bait for your dollar bait item. The week that we're in right now, by the time you guys see this, it'll be the previous week, but it's Biospawn Plasma Tails. So you get a whole package of those for $1. So I love going to Karls Bait and Tackle. They have all sorts of things on their website, and especially now during the holiday seasons, they have all sorts of sales on fishing gear. But they also have great gift ideas and items on their website as well. So be sure to check those out. Some of those are pretty funny, so you might find you a gag gift or two as well. But anyways, the link to Karls Bait and Tackle is in the description below, right there at the top. So make sure you use that link, then head on over there and check out what they got for sale. And keep an eye on each and every week from here until the end of the year. So let's start off with the Amazon purchase that I've made by showing you this little thing. You probably would think it's a bag of coal, but it's really not. It's actually a pair of ski goggles. And I have a particular reason why I bought a pair of ski goggles. And that is for wintertime boating. When I'm traveling down the lake or a river in the wintertime, you know, you have cold wind blowing across your face and you really want something covering your eyes. Now, usually I wear sunglasses and it's not a really big deal. But in the wintertime, I like to wear a face covering. And as I breathe, it'll fog up my glasses and then you no longer can see. So I bought this set of ski goggles here to prevent that from happening. I can wear a face covering, keep my face and lips and nose from being chapped, and protect myself from the cold wind. And wear ski goggles to protect my eyes so they don't get dried out and feel all icky when I get to my location. I don't know if you've ever thought of wearing ski goggles while boating down the lake, but it's a pretty good idea. What should we do next? Karls or Bass Pro Shop? Bass Pro Shop's closer, so let's just do that. All right. Let's just start off with a replenishing item. I got some Crappie Jigs here just to replenish my Crappie Jig heads that I lose every now and then in trees. Let's talk about some fall and winter type baits. I bought this Flash Mob Junior umbrella rig. Just in case I lose the current one that I have. You know, sometimes that happens. So I bought a spare. I bought some swim baits to go on it. Some Rage Tails swimmers. And I also bought some swim jigs, 1/8 ounce swim jig heads to go on them as well. I really haven't ever seriously fished the Alabama rig. I really want to learn how to do it and how to catch fish with the Alabama rig. For now, I have a spare in case I lose my primary. Sticking with the fall and winter type baits, I wanted to stick to a realistic looking swim bait. And this is the Savage Gear Pulse Tail Shiner. Might be good in the late spring, early summer, summertime range as well, since it's extremely weedless. So just keep that in mind. This is probably a 3-season bait, so maybe a 4-season bait. I don't know. I'm excited to tie it on and give it a shot. All right, so next I got a couple, let's see, they're Buckeye Lures Ballin' Out jigs. I got, they're both 1/2 ounce. One's green pumpkin, one's black and blue. What caught my eye is that they're from Gerald Swindle, or at least Gerald Swindle has used these. I've seen a few of his videos on them. So they're G-Man certified. I don't know if you can see a little G-Man there. G-Man up there in the corner. But I thought I might have a couple of these and give them a shot. All right, so next one is a bait that I might need y'all's help with. Is I bought some Googan Toads. This is obviously the green pumpkin and then the pearl on the bottom here. Never really fished a toad. I've seen a few methods of how to fish these. Some buzz toads, some weightless toads on top of scum or lily pads. Texas rig toads, I've seen those before, weighted and fish on the bottom. Probably looks more like a lizard. But if you have any other ways of fishing toads, let me know in the comments below, because I know it's not this time of year to be fishing these, but I wanted to grab a pack since I saw them and have them at the house ready to go. The last two things are baby rage craws, one in Okeechobee Craw and one in watermelon red. Wow, I can't talk today. Watermelon red, Okeechobee Craw. These are the baby versions, so they're real small. I like to use these in the early spring. Really good baits to flip up in the brush, up shallow, early spring, to catch those fish that are looking to find beds and that kind of thing. So I really like these because they're real small. If you're having a hard time getting a bite, this is definitely a good bait to downsize to. That kind of concludes my Bass Pro Shops shopping trip. Every time I go in there, I end up being overwhelmed with all the stuff, and I end up never buying as much as I planned on. But that's probably roughly $60, $70 worth of items. But some stuff I needed, some stuff I didn't need. Really, technically, I guess none of the stuff I really needed, but I always like having new fishing stuff to go to. Lastly, but not least, the Karls Bait and Tackle shopping trip. It's been a while since I bought this, so I don't exactly remember what's in here. Oh, I didn't buy that. That just was in there. So let's dump it out and we'll take a look real quick. Some of this stuff I definitely didn't buy. Those were from somewhere else. I bought me a new Colorado cycle bait. Excellent fall bait. Excellent early spring bait. Mimics a bait fish. Fantastic idea to buy one of those. I bought a rattlebot. This one was more in ideas of summertime with this bright color. I'll let you guys look at it a little closer. Bright color rattlebot. Summertime bait. Since this is a lipless crankbait, definitely a good summer, springtime-ish bait. Next here is a 10,000 fish death stalker. Really good blade bait. Excellent wintertime bait. This is the clown color, has the red, the yellows. All of these death stalkers are 1/2 ounce baits. Excellent bait to be catching walleye and those late fall bass on as well. It gets down really deep, really fast. It's pretty fun to use. I have this green pumpkin vibrating jig. This is the Googan Squad Clickbait. Pretty good bait. Just really more of a replenisher. Here's another Googan bait that I haven't used yet. This is the Googan Dart. I've heard lots of people talk really good things about it. I got a fishing trip planned, I think, for tomorrow. Might give this a shot. Googan Dart. Well, I'll try it on a soft plastic jerk bait type deal and see if we can get a few bites on it. And the last thing I've bought is a few of these Trashmaster jigs. These jigs are pretty unique in how they are compared to other stuff, but these are really good flipping jigs. Let me show you one real quick. If you've never heard of Trashmaster jigs, they're a really cool jig. Instead of your typical brush guard, you don't have a brush guard. You end up Texas rigging your bait, kind of like on a swim bait. You have the little twist lock. You put your bait on there, and then you thread it on the hook, Texas rig style, and you have a excellent flipping jig. I like this style better than the brush styles of flipping jigs. My opinion only. I just think they're good for flipping. I bought both the black and blue versions and the watermelon red in 3/8 and 1/2 ounce, just depending on the depth and the fall rate that I'm looking for. Alright guys, so that kind of does it for my fishing shopping spree that I've had lately. We'll start doing this probably once, maybe twice a month, depending on how much tackle I've been buying, just to go over what I've been buying, kind of what my target is and what I'm thinking about doing with it. And hopefully this gives you guys a few ideas of things that you might want to purchase in the future or now. I'll also keep y'all up to date on sales that are going on, especially at Karls Bait and Tackle, so you guys can get the very best price on your tackle. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already and enjoyed the video, smash that like button. But just like always, until next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.